Bethany backers, it's that time of year again. We have narrowed down this year's project to 3 final projects. In this presentation, you will see what those 3 projects are, some evidence of why they are in need, and also some more information about the areas, what we're looking to purchase, and what those quotes are at right now. If you are an official Bethany backer, meaning you gave your $50 for this year, you will get to be a part of the voting process to narrow it down to a final project that we will begin this year. As always, thank you all so much for your enthusiastic giving and for being a Bethany backer. We love this initiative. We're excited for these projects, and we can't wait to see what you guys are most interested in seeing us improve as a Bethany backer crew. Our first project is an outdoor seating initiative. And you'll see in this first photo here, there's photos of the pit area, which is the lower part of the student union. And outside of the mural that you can see on the top left corner here, there is a need for updating. The mural looks great. That circular cylinder there, and then you see some square ones. Those are planters that probably need moved or updated. And then there are 3 benches, which you can kind of see are up against the mural. A couple of them are, and there's one on the other side. They're really lightweight and really not hardy at all. I just can't imagine they're hardly used. So we're looking to add benches without backs in this area, and also 1 additional round table with seating for 6. All of this furniture we want to have powder coated to match the existing blue tables that you'll see in the next photos, so that all the seating we would add to the pit area and to the amphitheater area have some cohesion and have that blue really nice powder coat. The second outdoor seating area we would look to add is next to our Bethany backers basketball court we put in last year. The top left is like at the half court mark if you were looking north. And then the lower right there, that's the area like in between the volleyball sand pit and the basketball court. And you can see the gazebo off to the north side as well. Not sure where exactly our bleachers would go, but we would like to get a 2-tiered 10-foot bleacher. If you're familiar with the high school tennis courts, there's bleachers kind of this style there. And they're really hardy. They could seat more people. But the college would like to do some intramural type activities out here and provide somewhere for seating. There's really not any seating out in this whole area. So that would be a major improvement in an area that's used a lot since our project from last year. The third area for outdoor seating is in the amphitheater. The top right, you'll see those blue powder coated pieces of furniture I was talking about earlier. That is what we would like to add if this project is selected to the pit area, as well as to the additional seating we have for the amphitheater. 2 benches with backs, 2 picnic tables, and 2 round tables with seating for 6 is what we'd be aiming to add. The amphitheater is a really nice area. The stonework still looks great. The additional tables are really nice. There's umbrellas up in them when the season allows. And in an era of COVID, kids are eating outside, sitting outside more all the time, especially when the weather is nice. So we want to make sure they have seating that is inviting, that will withstand the weather. And that's just such a central part of campus that it would look really nice if we could add cohesion in the look of the seating and just adding more possibilities for it. And the final area we'd like to add some seating is outside of Nelson Science Center. This is the south side you're seeing here. And if you remember a couple years back, we looked at the greenhouse area. That greenhouse has since been removed, leaving this area now exposed. And there's really nothing being done with this space. It's just kind of a slab. If you look in the lower right photo, you can see that it's uneven concrete. There was something sitting in there. So there's kind of a well of sorts, and then some raised concrete around it. There's no seating out there. It just in general could use a facelift, but it's such a nice area of campus with this open level area that it would be great to be able to add some seating here for students, especially because it's wedged between Nelson Science and Presser Hall. That's a pretty wide open, pretty exposed area that we want to make sure we can kind of ramp up the aesthetics of it and give students a chance to have some outdoor classroom space. So in all, project number 1, the outdoor seating, would come to roughly $15,550. And this quote is from local welders Dower Welding here in Lindsborg. The second potential project is centered around indoor furniture. This space you're seeing here is a 24/7 study lounge in the library, off of the library. And you can see the booths are like a turquoise color. There's 6 sets of those. There's 1 table. Looks like there are 6 chairs total. There's a vending machine, bathrooms in there, and that's really pretty much all the space is. So we are looking to possibly replace the booths, add additional seating, maybe something more modern, something more comfortable, so that students are able to utilize this space outside of dorm lobbies or somewhere that might be a little bit more used for a social setting versus somewhere where they can collaborate and work quietly. And then the second area of focus within this indoor furniture project would be in Warner Hall lobby. Right now, Warner is still under renovations set to be done in March or April. So you can't even get in there to take photos right now. But furniture in the rooms and such are being updated and replaced, but the lobby area will be in need of some furniture. There's a pool table that looks like will be reset in there. I believe the college is looking into ping pong tables, but we would like to be able to add seating, tables, and then in the fishbowl area, if you remember, is kind of on the west side of that lobby entrance, to add tables and chairs for a kind of a meeting area, study area, whatever you would like to prefer to call it. But that's kind of what we're looking at for Warner Hall lobby at its completion this spring. And then our third and final project up for vote this year is a fitness room update. This space is open to both athletes and non-athletes, and it's in between the larger weight room and Strobel gym. A smaller space, but as you can see, there's several ellipticals. There's 3 treadmills. In addition to the treadmills, there's a couple other machines that could use reupholstering. And with this initiative, we would buy and replace 2 treadmills as well as 2 ellipticals. And on the lower picture, you can see that's a picture of one of the ellipticals that's just, it can't be used at all. And in talking to some students there, it sounds like the treadmills are actually what gets used most, and that's what there's fewest of. I think several of these ellipticals need replaced or maybe even taken out. But this space gets used a lot by students that are athletes and non-athletes as well. So that is why that is an area we are looking to improve and replace some items in. With 4 new machines, reupholstering, and then possibly looking into purchasing some dumbbells to add, giving fresh paint, other just basic aesthetics to update it, we're looking at about $18,988 for this quote. Thank you for being a backer, for loving Bethany College, for supporting Bethany College. If you are not a Bethany backer yet this year, there's time. We have the deadline set for February 14th. That's easy to remember. It's Valentine's Day. So if you're a backer, thank you. If you're not, you've got time, pass the word. Visit our website, visit the link attached. It's an easy process in the description. Just make sure to include Bethany Backers so that we know you are officially on our list. Thank you so much for your support. Go Swedes!